Being here tonight. I just love to be in front of a room full of freedom lovers, because this is what winning looks like, right? A bunch of Republicans getting together, learning about their candidates on a Tuesday night, instead of doing all the other things that you have available to you. You're here tonight, and this is how you build our democracy and support our republic. Thank you very much. I am not going to go into a lot of my personal background, because it's on my website, Dominic4CT.us. But you should know that I went to Trinity College along with Themis and George at different times. And so a proud alum from Hartford. So I'm going to tell you one story real quick that I think is kind of interesting. So my mother lives with me, and my wife Susan, and we're in Branford, Connecticut. And she's 80 years old. She is memory challenged, and we had a home care worker coming in the house taking care of her a few weeks ago. And she has to test her memory. She goes, Norma, my mom's Norma Jean. She's from North Carolina. And she says, "Who's the president of the United States?" And my mom's like, she's thinking. She says, I don't know. And she says, okay. And my mom goes, well, who is it? And the nurse goes, oh, it's Joe Biden. My mom goes, oh, geez. So she's still got a lot going on there. So ladies and gentlemen, my name's Dominic Rapini. I plan to be the first Secretary of State in 3 decades as a Republican elected in this state. And I am an American optimist, and I see across the country amazing things happening for us. I saw the great victories in Virginia, where 57% of the Hispanics voted Republican. Remember that number. It's going to be important. It's going to play a role for us in this election. We saw what almost happened in New Jersey. And of course, right here in Connecticut, where 20 towns flipped from Democrat to Republican. And those are the headwinds that are at our back. And we can think, and this is going to be what I call the Biden effect. All right? And it's going to be in our favor. And this is why it's going to be an amazing year for us. The other thing I see young families coming off the sidelines, never before been political. Many of them are unaffiliated. These are the parental rights groups across the country. These are the people doing battle with the Board of Ed over CRT and mandates, and they believe in parental choice. What I love about this group of people, and I'm getting the support from them across the state, from Griswold to Greenwich, is that these are young people that are coming off the sidelines, and they are rediscovering the Constitution. And they are now understanding, for the first time in their lives, the difference between a man-given right and the natural rights that are given to us from our Creator. These would be the people that are going to put us over the top in November. I am also a principled conservative. I believe everything I do is based on firm principles, goes back to the Founding Fathers. And of course, I'm a proud Republican. I voted for Donald Trump twice. All right? And we got to make sure we understand that. I support Republican presidents from the very first election for Donald Reagan right through. And I will always defend the honor of Republicans in Connecticut. And just recently, in the Hearst News publications, I published one of my many op-eds on elections this year. I wrote an op-ed rebuking the accusations of voter suppression levied against Republicans by the Common Cause group. And no other Republicans stepped up to even defend us. And I went there with detailed knowledge and talking points, saying, really explaining how this voter suppression here in Connecticut is a myth. All right? Republicans do not suppress the vote. The people who suppress the vote are the ones who accuse that, throw that out there, and diminish the trust in our elections. So for the last 25 years, I've been working at Apple. It's been my privilege to have joined Apple in 1997. I was there when Steve Jobs came back, and I've had a front row seat to the Silicon Valley revolution. It's been amazing. I'm a senior account manager. I work with the U.S. military, where we retail Apple products on bases all over the world. And I work with, if you see an Apple product in a United States airport, that's my business. Walgreens, Staples. You go down the line, I work with the biggest retailers in growing that business for Apple, and it's amazing. And every day I go to work, I innovate. And I solve problems, and I build relationships. I believe these are all skills you want to see in Hartford. All right? 36 years of technology experience, 36 years in business. Right? And then we'll talk about my election experience. And twice in the last 2 decades, I've been Apple's Salesperson of the Year. And I am just very proud of that. But I will tell you this, when I win this office as Secretary of State in November, I'm going to retire from Apple, my dream job.